2D puzzle exploration game with adventure game elements and an educational focus on space exploration. Think Miss Meets Mars. And the core of the game involves puzzles that are heavily integrated within the story and the world itself. We want puzzles to be, real puzzles in the world and not just puzzles for puzzle's sake.
So the target platform for our game is the browser, which is what we made our prototype on. The MVP is the basic story and puzzle elements. And if we have time, we want to expand the final portion of the game to have more collectible items so the player can face more puzzles. So the story has 3 main portions, and as the player progresses throughout the game, they can also uncover what happened before the game started. So the first part of the story is investigating an explosion, a fatal explosion in the colony, which then is assessing the damage in the colony, and finally the necessity to collect the items to escape before you die as well. So the game has a standard explore, do a puzzle, change the world state, and explore again flow. You won't progress linearly forward the game. You're going to have to revisit areas as they change a lot. This is our prototype, and in this example, you start off in the middle screen, and you have access to the top right room, but the puzzle is not activated there, so you have to do a puzzle to go to the top left room, and do a puzzle in there to activate the puzzle in the top right room, and then you can complete that puzzle.
Okay, so the driving philosophy behind puzzles, as I said before, is that all of the puzzles have a purpose in the world and make sense within the context of the world. And all of these puzzles, you'll encounter multiple iterations of them. Easy early on gets more difficult and more complex later on, in some cases adding mechanics. And some puzzles will have multiple solutions, which the player will have to deal with. In some cases, for example, say, solve a puzzle, opens the door to the left, solve it a different way, opens the door to the right. Some example puzzles from our prototype. On the top right is a circuit puzzle, which is a pretty simple connect the dots kind of puzzle, except you need to traverse all of the nodes. These get much more difficult the larger they get. In the middle is a sliding block puzzle for unlocking stuff. Just simply drag the red block all the way to the right. This gets a lot more difficult when blocks are regularly shaped. And in the bottom right is a laser puzzle where all of the nodes need to be powered up in order to complete it. And the challenge here comes from the fact that you can only move them when they're powered up.
So a main part of our game is scientific research and having things be scientifically accurate. Though obviously there has to be a little bit of fiction because we're not on Mars yet. We both really love space and we're really interested in it, but obviously we're making games and not getting a degree in astrophysics. So we want to inspire other people to do that so that we can live vicariously through them. So part of that is that we're going to have a lot of scientific information sprinkled throughout the game. So there's going to be a collection journal for the player to peruse that information at their leisure. Sort of going off that realistic vein, the art is going to be based off of images from research from now. So the top 2 images are from the International Space Station. There's a lot of white with colored items being things that are important. So we'll use that to help things like the objects the player needs to collect or puzzles stand out to the player. And we wanted to have a simple sort of journey-esque style that's not overly stylized, but still has some character.
Okay, we hope you're as excited about the game as we are, and